Hello everyone, my name is Nidhi Anand. Today we will be discussing a particular verse of chapter number 9 of Bhagavad Gita. The topic of this chapter is the most confidential knowledge, and we will be discussing verse number 9.2, which states that the path of devotion is the supreme science, the royal secret, the supreme purifier, realizable by direct inner experience, in accord with the righteous duty. It is very easy to practice and is imperishable, and it leads to immortality. So today our topic of discussion will be devotion or bhakti, which is the path of love to attain the divine. I'm sure many of you would have heard of this quote from Guru Gobind Singh Ji, which says, "Sach kahun sun leho sabhi, jin prem kiyo tin hi prabhu payo." Guru Gobind Singh Ji was 10th Guru of the Sikh community, and the English translation of this is that I speak truth, all should turn their ears towards it. He who is absorbed in true love, he would realize the Lord. Coming back to the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, devotion is synonymous to love, love for the divine. By our innate nature, we have the propensity to be attracted towards the divine. Irrespective of the fact that the higher power is invisible, people belonging to all ages, castes, sects, cultures, and religions all over the world worship the Almighty in some or the other form and have their opinion regarding the Lord or the higher being. Our soul or the inner consciousness belongs to the super soul or the higher consciousness. To attain the love of God, humans engage in various outward practices. This forms the basis of any religion. Religion is misunderstood as the outer rituals and practices preached by its leaders who existed over time. It is true that religion is the very identity of a person. However, religion is to bring about a positive change in a person and transform a person. If a person is tied up in shackles due to the religion, then it needs to be given a second thought. Moreover, the outward practices or rituals are physical translations of the inner experiences these great preachers or prophets had. The inner experiences a person has while treading the path of attaining God realization or self realization cannot be easily described in words. Thus, the outer practices are born either out of respect for the divinity or which are representations of one's belief and faith. Pious activities undoubtedly help a person ascend the path of spirituality. However, when the actions are performed keeping the outcome or result in mind, it becomes a cause for bondage rather than liberation. Any action, good or bad, performed with attachment to it or its outcome results in bondage. The only difference being that good actions yield good fruits and bad result unpleasant outcomes. It is being tied in chains, gold or iron. In either case, you are tied. Liberation is attained only by detachment. Liberation is attained when we do our actions by a detached mindset. A person in search of the divine must be spiritual rather than being religious. Religion has its own importance. However, going in and being spiritual helps a person ascend the path of spirituality faster. There is a thin line which divides the two. Spirituality is seeking the divine inside, whereas religion is exploring the same outside the body by outer practices. It has been stated in many of our religious books that human being is the crown of the creation and is possessed of great talents. Many must have heard that har mandir yeh shareer hai, Sadguru diya bujhaye jiyo. This is the only life form in which God realization is possible. The human life is very precious, as we all have the opportunity to realize and merge with the infinite. However, this precious life is being wasted in the modern times on fulfillment of desires and temporary pleasures, futile feuds and short-lived accomplishments, etc. Devotion is the most intense love for God. It is a profound experience of the heart which expels all worldly desires or cravings and fills the heart with deep love of God. In such a state, a person is so much in love with God that the outer worldly accomplishments do not really matter as compared to the love that a person has for God. A devotee's heart and soul are so intensely attached to him that he is automatically detached from the world. Here I would also like to quote a verse from Paltu Das ji, which says, Sahib ke darbar keval bhakti pyar. Saint Paltu Das ji was born in 1710 and he lived till 1780, and he is one of the most popular saints of Indian spirituality and mystic population. Devotion has a special appeal for spiritual seekers. According to the Bhagavad Gita, devotion is a straight and swift way to the divine, and it is also practiced with ease and comfort. One has only to open his heart and soul to God, live an honest life, and carry on regularly this simple spiritual practice by his spiritual teacher or guru. This straight and easy path is accessible to all, as all are God's children. Our mundane distinctions disappear before God. Sincere devotion arising from the bottom of the heart with a will of utter self-giving is rapidly reciprocated by the God, and even the mean and lowly are turned into noble and pure, and sinners are converted into saints. Here I would like to quote a saying from Saint Kabir Das ji, who was a mystic poet and saint who belonged to the 15th century. And he said, Bhajo Gobind bhool mat jao, manush janam ka ehi laho. This verse is also found in Guru Granth Sahib in the religion of Sikhism as well. Here I would like to put an end to this article. I hope you enjoy listening to this article and get some information out of this and develop real love for Godhead, which in turn is reciprocated by God in similar ways. Thank you.